Hi there, my name's Sarah Pullman. I'm here with Chris Pirillo and Ponzi. Ponzi, can you tell me your last name?
Indrada Sopon.
Okay, I was told not to attempt it, so thought I'd let her do it herself. And these two people are the people behind Gnomedex. And to tell you the truth, I don't know a whole lot about Gnomedex, so I'm going to let you explain what that is. It's a funny name. Tell me about Gnomedex. He's at a loss for words. He organized it and he doesn't know what it is.
It's difficult to explain. It morphs itself every year. It's a conference, but it's a conference that tends to change. Well, let me put it to you this way. We've been doing it for 6 years. We haven't announced any sponsors or speakers for the 6th one that's happening in Seattle this summer, and we're already about half sold out. So it's got enough.
So it's popular.
It's getting quite popular. But
is that because everyone wants to be a gnome, or what?
Something like that. I don't know. Don't ask me why. But it's just a branding thing that happened years ago and kind of stuck with it. So it's essentially a confluence of entrepreneurs and bloggers and influentials and venture capitalists and it's a single track conference. I basically took every conference that sucked and I turned it around, and then she helped it make money with it. So that's how it...
So Ponzi, what are you...
Right? The one who helps makes money with things, right? Okay. I think it's a technology conference, and it's based around the people more than the equipment or the hardware. So, and we let the people decide what it's going to be about. So that's the main thing. So that's why there's no schedule, there's no speakers yet, because we're still taking votes as to what the speakers are going to be about.
So it's half sold out, and you don't even have any kind of rough agenda.
No.
There's something.
But, well, like I said, every conference that I seem to go to, well, save things like Northern Voice, which is more of an unconference, but a lot of the bigger conferences that I go to really are not that much fun, and my attention gets split in 13 different directions, and I have ADD to begin with, so which is a good thing because it actually gives me an advantage in the tech industry, as I've come to find out.
I feel like the unconference idea, I've heard that a bit lately. That seems to be kind of like the hot new thing in conferences, is to call yourself an unconference.
Yeah, exactly. We're neither. We are a conference. I mean, straight up. Yeah.
I'd say we're in the middle between an unconference and a regular conference, and by keeping it small at around 300 to 500 people, everyone gets to meet each other, and that's the main thing.
Yeah. It's all about networking. Oh, and no one can buy their way in, so we don't, like, if someone says, "Hey, could I come and pitch my product?" We basically kick them in the shin, and they get mad. They say, "But I can do it at this conference." I said, "Yeah, but we're not that conference."
We're not that conference. What are the dates of your conference this year?
June 29 and July.
Through July 1st.
July 1st.
And come on, I really need to know where the name came from. What's the gnome part about?
Well, that's just a nickname that I had in high school.
And all
right.
Tell me the locker gnome story.
Right, the locker gnome story. So I never got shoved in a locker or anything, but people...
Sure.
No, I didn't. I really didn't. Actually, I made it a mission that people try to trip me up in high school, and I never tripped. Even though they tried, I never tripped and fell, even with the amount of books I had. So I was standing by a locker one day, and I just turned to my friend, and I said, "I'm the locker gnome." And that was it. And that's...
And a whole conference was born, 6 years of it.
Well, Locker Gnome, but Gnomedex came because I was making fun of how Comdex kind of sucked at the time, and I wanted to do the anti-Comdex, so it became Gnomedex, something small, something, very, very... And it turned into a huge brand, I guess.
And is that a true story, as you understand it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All right, well, thanks a lot. Looking forward to your conference. Maybe I'll see you there.
Awesome.
Oh, you never know.